past that time by Sparrow, and the circus was on.
What's up, YouTube? It's Saturday night. YouTube Ties Life. I'm about to be reacting to the funniest Larry Bird welcome to the league story ever told. So apparently this is based on Jason Williams guarding Larry Bird. Said, I was scared to go in the game. All right, let's get into it.
My first year in the league, my first two games were Michael Jordan and then Larry Bird. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna tear Larry Bird's ass. So Larry heard me saying to the coach, put me in. Because Charles Barkley came in drunk as hell, right? He was hurting that day.
And I was blasted, I'm not gonna lie. And we had a lunch, we were doing shots and everything.
Was that the only time you played while intoxicated?
No.
And Charles Barkley comes to the game hungover, you know? You could smell it on him. Boy smells like a sailor, man, like possum nuts, you know? So
I don't remember anything about that game. First of all, I was so pissed, but I was so drunk, too.
The ball movement by the Sixers, and Charles takes a fumble.
So I get a call from my agent, and he says, I think we got a deal. You're going to the Lakers. And I was so excited. So me and my boys went out to celebrate. We started getting drunk in the middle of the day. My agent calls me back about 3 hours later. He said, the Sixers pulled out the deal. And we got a game that night.
If you don't understand the rules of power, you will certainly lose to someone who does.
I have no idea what happened that game.
You don't know your stats? Did you?
I do not even remember the game, actually.
Larry Bird comes in the game, they start it, and he goes, Charlie, you've been out all night, right? Here, take this with you. Boom, he starts lightening up Charles Barkley.
Bird for three. Charlie was in his face. Larry Bird just rose up. Nothing but net.
Larry Bird was like, oh, you've been out all night, huh?
Right.
Poof, take that. Gives him about 10 points real quick.
He smelled it on him.
Smelled it on him, right? So then he be look over our coach, Jim Lionel, as he backpedaled back Larry Bird. And he goes, give me somebody else. So they put in Rick Mahorn, and he look at Rick and say, if you got a whole ass, you got to make 2 trips, boy. You can't check me. Why? Larry Bird just talked.
Bagley for Bird, down the lane, 2 more.
Then he went over to Rick Mahorn. Come on, Rick, you can't check me. You too big. Boom. Finish Rick off. Then he go, give me that guy over there, Armin Gillian. And Armin Gillian come in. And one thing about Armin, people thought when they passed the ball into the post with Armin Gillian, he wouldn't pass it back out. It's because they kept trading him so many times, and he was colorblind. That's why he held onto the ball. He didn't know what team he was on. That's true story. Then he went over to Armin Gillian. Come on, Armin, you still colorblind?
They had a guy on a team that was colorblind, and he didn't know what team he was on or who was his teammates? That's crazy. I mean, I guess he could recognize his teammates, like just the jersey color. He's gonna throw him off. That's actually crazy. I never heard about stuff like that. It's the first time hearing something about that. That's crazy. That's a first.
Blind, bring your ass out here. Boom. So I'm the only one left. Yeah, like always talking, man.
Armin went to the left hand, spun it off the board, and we're tied at 6. Bird back quickly.
Ooh. So I'm saying, so I'm like, put me in, coach. Right? So the whole time I'm going, coach, put me in the game. Put me in, coach. I want him. So he's lightening up on him again.
Which puts him 3rd in the league behind Charles, who is 2nd.
Oh my God. That was filthy. Waited for him, gave him that pump fake, and then a sidestep. They didn't really do that back then. That's the thing. They didn't do sidesteps, step backs, any of that. That was Larry Bird. That was just Larry Bird being creative. Larry Bird figuring out what would be legal in this game and what wouldn't. And yeah, step back, a sidesteps could be legal. I don't know how people reacted when they saw it for the first time, but yeah, that was a very good move. very efficient, very quick. Larry Bird is low-key quick. People don't really give him credit for that, but he's low-key quick when it comes to his fundamentals, his change of pace, and his timing. Using these moves at the right time. Yeah, and he got into his pocket, and once he raises up and you're over there, there's no stopping him. If he's open, he's making it. It's like there's no wishing for, like there's rare times when he misses. Like even that game winner against LA, that was very rare. Like when he had that open shot and it was like point blank, it's between Larry Bird and the rim. And the only one that can stop him is himself from missing that shot. Nobody else is stopping him, like when he's shooting the basketball. So, and when he has that space. So yeah, that move, so tough. Even though it's so simple, it was executed perfectly at the right time, the right timing, very quick. And then he got to his shot. It's so seamless, just one, like it's like two motions, but it's like he does it so fast. It's like one motion. It's like right into the pocket, bow.
And he struts back like only Larry Bird can do. You know, he trotting back. He looks over at the bench and he goes, "Hey, coach, put the rookie in." I was like, "Yeah, put me in. You better not hope you don't put me in." And then Jimmy goes, "Jake, go get him." And the guy, "Coach, I'm the only one left, right?" So he put me in. And I go in, I go, yeah, what you want to do? Come on, baby, let's go. Let's get it on. So I went out there, I said, come on, man, let's go. Let's go. He gave me a pump fake, man. Back in the day, I could jump that high. And he gives me a pump fake, and I jumped clear across his head. I jumped up in there, came back down. He said, stupid, bap, hit a three. And when I come back down, he looks at me and goes, stupid rookie, boom, and hits a three-pointer. Bird open. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's one. He's Larry Bird, you know, and now the only thing that's going on in my mind is all the white people in Knickerbocker watching this, right? So I live in the Lower East Side, and we have a bridge that separates pretty much the white from the black. It's the Manhattan Bridge. The Italians and Irish live in Knickerbocker, and they were all Larry Bird fans. We were all Julius Erving fans. So all growing up, I used to cry every time Larry Bird got the best of Julius Erving.
They go to Bird, isolated with Jay, spins around him. Yes, sir.
And Jay knew he was beat.
So when I finally got drafted and I got a chance to play against Larry Bird, and I knew everybody in Knickerbocker, all Irish, Catholic, Italians were going to be watching, all the brothers and black and brown people going to be watching on this side. I was like, all right, second game in the NBA. Here we go, baby, showtime. So I'm like, okay, the next time I'm just going to play him this way. I'm not going to jump. Right. So I was like, okay, next time I ain't going to jump. So he looked at me and said, oh, you ain't going to jump? Bap! Hit another one. And he's laughing. His third goes, you're not going to jump against the Birdman? Whap! Hits another one.
Up front. Bird open.
The thing is, it doesn't matter if he jumps. It's still going in.
Yeah.
So 6 points in not 25 seconds. So I go, shit, now what?
I just saw Mitch Wiggins. Shout out him. That's Andrew Wiggins' dad. Rest in peace.
What do I do? So I'm caught between the fart and the shit. So I'm just, I'm like half jumping, half jumping. I look like a damn orangutan. What to do? Now I'm panicking, and he just gives me a pump fake, crosses over, hits another.
Bird cross the lane, draws foul.
I got 9 points now, Ben. 9, and it's 3 straight times down. So I'm starting to think when we run back down, maybe I shouldn't play basketball. Maybe I wasn't that good. Now I'm running back down, listening to what my daddy said. Boy, you should have been a brick mason. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I can't play in this damn league. These boys is good. Maybe I should have been a brick mason. You know, what the hell am I doing here? I can't go home now. If this guy scores one more bucket, I'm thinking suicide. It really was. I was like, what the? That's how bad. I went back down, and I was like,
Okay, that's a little crazy. You're in the league, bro. Like you're in the league. And worst comes to worst, you'll play in Europe. I guess back then, no one really wanted to go to Europe. They wanted to be home. They wanted to be in the States. But still, it's like, yo, if you love basketball, Larry Bird was killing him that bad that he wanted to off himself. Oh my gosh, that's dark. I don't get no. That's dark. That's dark. Yeah, but Larry Bird, yeah, he was killing him. He was killing him. Like I was saying, 3-level scoring. He said 3-point shots. I didn't see many 3-point shots, but let's say he did have a couple of threes. Some mid-range, getting to the basket. Yeah, he was killing him. at all situations offensively. Yeah, there's nothing they could have did. There's nothing that rookie could have did. They set him up for failure. That rookie was not going to be able to guard him. I don't even know why the coach even listened to him. But I guess because nothing was working, they had to throw someone else on him. So just get the young guy on him, see if he'll stop him. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Like, well, I bet you can't take me in the post. He goes, he came back down again. Right? I said, I bet you can't take me on the post.
I bet you can't take me in the post. That's one of his. That's probably his strong suit. If we're really being honest, the certain things in Larry Bird's game, and if you're like comparing everything, like every aspect of Larry Bird's game and where he's the most unstoppable, I think it's in the post because he's gonna do his spin around jumper, or he's gonna spin off of you and just finish around the basket. Do his up and under, or he's gonna do the up and under and dunk on you on the other side of the rim. Or he's gonna turn around, give you a pump fake. You're gonna jump, and he's gonna give you a layup, or he's gonna fade away and shoot it in your face. Like he could do a lot in the post. Like he's so versatile in the post. So I think his post game is probably the easiest thing that comes to him. The post game. He's 6'10", and his fundamentals are pure. Like I don't think he has any weaknesses when it comes to fundamentals and his footwork and how he knows when to do certain things, how he knows when to pump fake, how he knows when to spin off of you. If you're putting too much pressure on his back, he's gonna spin off of you, and it's a wrap. When he gets around the rim, he can finish, he can dunk on you. He's tall, he's lanky. Like the post, bro, do you not watch Larry Bird? I know you think he's just a shooter, but I think if Larry Bird was just in the post all day, if he was a power forward, it would be too easy for him. But he already has bigs, so it's like they need some type of shooting, some type of a player on the perimeter to facilitate like he does. So I think he was a threat in that way. But in the post, when he gets in the post, 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, you're not stopping him because he has an answer for everything, for every type of defense that you throw at him in the post. So, yeah, my prediction is that he got killed in the post. And I don't even want to know what he said after this or what was going through his mind after he gets in the post and starts guarding him. Because it gets scary when Larry's in the post. I'm not going to lie to you. That man can post up. He has a post game. Like, it's not even like he has a post game.
Post me up. 5 down, he calls. They throw the ball in the post. Give me one of these on the post.
Yeah. He's like, oh, let me show you you're playing me. Oh, lean back on you. Easy. The man gave him that. Okay, let's see how you playing me, youngin. Let's see how you playing me, youngin. Okay. You're putting too much pressure on my back. I'ma just take a dribble and then fade away and shoot it on you. Just easy, like just pure fundamentals, just easy. All I had to do was take one dribble to the left inside the key and fade away a little bit and shoot it on you. This is bag work. This is drills. It's too easy at this point.
Well, and Jason Williams leaves the court trying to figure out what he did wrong. Really didn't do anything wrong.
What he did wrong?
You know what he did wrong? He guarded Larry Bird.
He guarded Larry Bird.
Larry Bird is playing very well. One of those nights, there's nothing you can really do. I mean, you can play excellent defense. There's no question about that. And then all of a sudden, Larry will burn you for 4, 5, 6 shots in a row. He's going to the right side. He's going to the left side. This time he backed him down. Just a little turnaround jump shot.
Okay, I can understand why someone at that level started having some like discouraging thoughts playing Larry Bird. Because if someone comes down and hits 5 in a row on you in front of everybody and is on national television, that's going to do something to you. No matter who it is, I guess, because he's in the NBA. He must have been very good at some level. As far as high school, he probably was the man. College, he had to be the man to have some potential to go to the league. And then you play a guy that's just out of this world, probably the best player in the world. And he goes like 4 or 5 consecutive buckets on you. Like, it might have even been more than that. Oof. That's tough, but yeah, it's Larry Bird.
Bullshit. Never
Larry
go home
Bird,
again.
It's a wrap now. The only thing on my mind
Julius felt.
is Mayflower. And you know what Mayflower is, right? That's the moving company. 1-800-Mayflower. I got to move out of the neighborhood. So I ran back down. I told him, I said, look, you want to fight? So I just started grabbing him.
Wiggins is 1-on-3, and he's going to take it. And Jason Williams pushed off.
Whoever invented this deserves a raise. Throw away those gross old sink stoppers. They're a total waste of time. This old gadget.
So the second half starts, and I'm on the bench, and he starts lighting up Charles Barkley again. He's lighting up Rick Mahorn. Then he's lighting up Arm McGillian.
Sixers in maneuver back into the lineup for Philadelphia. Bird for 3. Bird to Gamble to Bird. Back outside. Bird for 3.
Oh my God. That was a rough game for the 76ers. Oh my gosh, man. He was, how many points did he have? Oh my gosh. Like threes, mid-range, getting to the basket, but it was like a lot of them. For sure. Yeah.
So now second half starts, and the same thing. Larry started lighting up one.
Second half starts. He looked like he had 30 in the first half. Oh my gosh.
Lighting up another one. Yeah. Lighting up another one. They get to me at the end of the bench. I started looking up in the stands with the fans. Right? And the coach comes down to the bench. You got nobody else to put in the game. And he looks at me. And I start looking into the stands with the fans. I wouldn't give no eye contact to Jimmy Line and the coach. And I was like, please, don't put me back in there with that white guy. Please, whatever you do. I was like, please don't put me back in. Right. Now, that's the only punk story you're going to get from me. Because I was scared to go in the game to play against Larry Bird. It was the first time in my life I was scared to be on.
Yeah, the fact that he said that he was scared to go in the game. This is an NBA player. This is someone that built something up in his career to even like make the NBA, and he's scared to go in and play basketball that he's paid to do. You know what I'm saying? Like he's paid to play basketball. That's the type of fear that Larry Bird instilled into grown men. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, I've never heard a story like this before. I think I've heard, actually, no, I've heard things about Michael Jordan. It's him and Michael Jordan and Kobe too. Some people feared Kobe because Kobe was different. It's their mentality and their motor. Their motor is different. It's not even just about talent. It's like, okay, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you're just going to chill some possessions, people are not going to fear you. They're going to be able to get over on you in certain possessions and get a win on you because you're not putting your full effort and showing that mentality, instilling fear into people. Larry Bird, it has that motor, and he's not going to stop. He's going to keep on pressing the issue. He's going to keep on getting to his three-point shot, his mid-range, his layup. He's going to get to the basket. So whatever opportunity he has to score, to facilitate, to get a rebound, to dive for the ball, he's not passing that up. He's not taking a possession off. So those type of players with high talent level, probably one of the most talented or one of the most talented players ever. You know what I'm saying? And he has the work ethic and he has the mentality. That's scary. You get what I'm saying? That leads to situations where it's like you have grown men in the NBA, supposed to be one of the best players, like one of the top 300 players in the world, scared to go in the game to play against another player. You know what I'm saying? A grown man scared to play against another player because Larry Bird is that good. He's that poised. He's that disciplined. Every single possession, he's not taking any possessions off, and any weaknesses you have, any things that he could just take advantage of, he's gonna exploit it, and he's gonna do it every single time, and you're going to get embarrassed. It's Larry Bird. What could I say?
And go into a basketball game. So fast forward about 6-7 years later, I make the All-Star team. And then when I got to the rookie team, the All-Star game, I walk in and Larry Bird's the coach. And he's our coach. And when you make the All-Star team, you go in and they have your minutes on because our Eagles are so big. And people think there's coaching that goes on in that game. In the NBA, there's really no coaching. The NBA is 80% personnel. That's your team. 10% coaching, 10% luck. That's how you win games. But you go in and minutes are on the refrigerator, and I go in and I say, "Hey, how you doing, coach?" And Larry Bird looks at me and goes, "Your minutes on the refrigerator. Your minutes are on the refrigerator." I was like, "Thanks, coach." And I started walking over to go see my minutes. He goes, "You fucking rookie." Mother effing rookie. Because that's what he had called me. Yeah. He called me and put the MF the rookie in the game way back.
Crazy.
So, yeah, and that's the only thing he said to me. So he remembered him lighting me up all those days.
Bird backs up on Williams, hit it, and it counts.
Hey, Larry, you're a coach. You're still talking that trash. I didn't know he was doing that off the court. Yeah, that's crazy. Why are you still doing it?
Well,
Wow, okay.
Leave the court trying to figure out what he did wrong.
Who was the biggest shit talker now that we're talking about this that you played against?
The best shit talkers in the NBA. Larry Bird was one.
Because, I'm playing against Bird, who's a legendary shit talker.
But Bird didn't talk trash to you,
Oh, my God. Bird talked trash to everybody.
I remember one time we were playing the Celtics. Larry says, "Chuck, can I talk to you a second?" I said, "Sure. What's up, LB?" He says, "Yo, man, y'all being disrespectful to me."
You guys are being disrespectful to me. And I says, "What are you talking about?"
He's like, "Yeah, y'all being disrespectful." I said, "What are we doing?" He says, "Y'all got a white guy trying to guard me." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "What?"
Bird wants the ball on Bob Thornton, who's in the game.
Hits again.
Now they need to put a speed guy on Bird. That was a good switch by Thornton that time.
He got there quickly, but Bird hits anyway.
Easy.
He says, "You guys are putting a white guy on me." That's disrespectful. I just started laughing. I had no comeback when he says,
His turnaround jumper, oh my gosh, it's so filthy. It's so filthy because it's like his release point is so high and it's so quick. And it's like even if you get up to that height to his release point, he already released the shot. Like it already left his fingers. So it's like it's so quick, so efficient right before you get to it. And his cash is on your head. Oh my gosh.
Hey, man, don't put a white guy on me. That's just fucking disrespectful. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy.
The story goes that when he played against Denver, they had a guy named John Hanslick. You remember John Hanslick?
No, I don't
6'7",
know.
Notre Dame guy, white guy, really good defender, right?
Okay.
They put him on Larry, and Larry was wearing his ass out.
Here's where you don't want to let Bird kill you. That's that quick move, once again, by Larry Bird. Hanslick just has not been able to play. That's his fourth foul. All right, watch him push and shove inside. Hanslick, who takes nothing off anybody, pushing and shoving with Bird. Hanslick doing a good job denying, then picks up the foul. That's his
doing a good job. Larry would run by the bench and tell Doug Moore, who's the coach, get him off me. You disrespecting me by putting a white guy on me.
I feel you.
But that's Larry, because when he played back in the day, that's all he played against was brothers. Yeah. But that was Larry Bird.
The one I really hated to guard was Larry Bird. He was not a nice guy.
Bird against Elo with 10 on the shot clock. A shot. Across the basket.
Matter of fact, there was one game and he was having a pretty rough first half.
So that night against the Celtics, I thought I was playing some pretty good defense on him. In the first half, he was like 1 for 9 or something like that.
I kind of puffed up on him and walked beside him and was like, "Yeah, you're 1 for 10. I was like, "That's defense, and he just kind of looked at me and said, "There's two halves."
And when we came out in the second half, that's when he told me, "I hope."
I definitely heard Elo talk about this before, but that's funny. He's like, he looked at me, he's like, "There's two halves. I played bad in this first half, but don't think that I won't destroy you in the second half. This first half might have felt quick. It might have just went by fast. The second half is probably going to be the worst second half of your life because I'm going to cook you." That's what I got from it when he said we have two halves, meaning that like the second half, don't tempt me, bro. Don't tempt me. I'm going to cook you. There's still another 12 minutes. There's still a whole nother half that you have to guard me. That's Larry Joe Bird. Come on now. Crazy.
Your mom's not watching because I'm about to embarrass you. And I was like, why would you say that to me?
And he came back out and hit about 10 in a row on me. And the last one was left-handed. And he asked me if my mother was watching because he wanted to embarrass me. So
Larry now over Elo. Larry wants it. He got it.
Yeah, he wound up with like 31. So it was embarrassing. And I did call her and ask her, and she was like, yes, I was watching. So I was embarrassed, yeah.
Feels like there's probably more stories about Bird that are told than any other player.
Because he was the best trash talker ever. So Leon Wood was one of my teammates, and we're sitting in the locker room getting ready for the three-point shooting contest.
I was with the Clippers, right? So I'm halfway pissed off. So that year, they put me in the three-point shoot.
And the first two shooters up, Norm Nixon of the Clippers, and there's Norm taking what many players consider to be the easiest shot from the sideline.
I'm like, oh man, I didn't shoot threes. I never practiced for it.
Norm Nixon, outstanding guard for many years with the Lakers. Look at the concentration on him.
So we go back and we back getting ready to shoot it. So Larry walks in. He goes, Norm.
And I was kind of just talking to Leon, trying to calm him down, and we had all these three-point shooters in there. Bird comes in and says, which one of you is going to come in second place? So, like, which one of you going to come in second place?
So first words through the door.
Which one of you going to come in second place? Dan?
It was over.
I'm sitting around. Nobody said nothing. It was one of the best scenes I've ever, I'm looking around. I'm not in the contest, so I can't say anything. Nobody said a word. And I says, man, I wish we had casinos. We could bet on Larry Bird gonna win this three-point shooting contest. Because nobody said a thing. I mean, I was like, this thing is over. This is a wrap.
Everybody here shoot for second place. And I was so mad that I had practice, so I could at least do something. Everybody shooting, everybody going for second place.
You at the three-point competition, walking in the locker room. Who's playing? Did you really say that? Who's playing for second?
Yeah, I did. I felt so bad because Leon Wood never crossed the three-point line. All he did was he always shot threes. So I thought he might be the competition. When I walked in there, he's sitting there, and I said, okay, now they're down to the nitty-gritty. Who's coming in second? Because you already know who's going to win this. I think they were a little nervous.
And after Larry Bird hit 11 straight threes in this final round, he decided to hit one off the backboard just for fun.
Oh, wait a second, off the glass.
That chick's had my name on it for a week now, and I knew I was going to win this thing.
Feels like there's probably more stories about Bird that are told than any other player.
Because he was the best trash talker ever.
There's a lot of content for Larry Bird, I've noticed. Probably the most out of any NBA player, or anybody that's willing to make content, because everybody's talking about him in interviews. There's also Jordan too, but I've been seeing a lot more Larry Bird videos. But then again, the same content gets recycled because the probably the ending of the video, I've seen the last 3 clips a bunch of times. So yeah, but it's still funny. The first one was funny as hell. It was kind of dark. The man said he was gonna off himself because Larry Bird hit 5 shots in a row and he just couldn't stop him. That was probably his first experience going against somebody that was completely dominating him and was obviously better than him, because it seems like he was a rookie. I don't really know about Jason Williams, but seemed like he was a rookie and he was probably very good in college or in high school. And he probably didn't have anybody that was better than him or that much better than him. And seeing that he ended up being an all-star, he probably had talent. He's probably the man throughout his whole years of basketball until he got to the NBA, until he had to see Larry Bird, and he killed him in every way possible. 3-pointers, mid-range, get into the basket. So, and he thought he could guard him in the post. That's the easiest way for him to score on you, because he's 6'10", footwork, turnaround jumpers, pump fakes, spin off of you, dunk on you. But he went the easy route and just took one step to the left into the key and did a fadeaway on you, and it was just that easy. So, yeah, Larry Bird is not the one to mess with. As Elo said, he was not a nice guy. Yeah, especially against his competitors. Like he's very competitive, and he's against your head, and yeah, he's not gonna hold his tongue. So yeah, that was a great video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want me to react to next. Yeah, and I'm gonna say a prayer in the name of Jesus. I pray whoever's watching this video, bless them from the crown of their head to the soles of their feet. Allow them to be strong in their mind, body, and soul. Allow them to not give into the things of this world. Allow them to be of God and spread the word and show their light in every way, so we can plant seeds, so everybody can grow. And being the best woman and men of God. And to love each other as you're supposed to love thy neighbor. And to take care of our bodies, and to spread the wisdom, knowledge, and discernment to the youth, to everyone and everybody around us, and to have people around us that are following God and are trying to constantly follow God. And if they're not following God, pray that we have people around us that have a soft heart, will try their best to comprehend who God is, and having the willingness to know and to learn who God is. So in the name of Jesus, I pray, amen. So stay blessed, stay lit, and I'm out.